I'm streaming, I am.
Bye, Mark.
See you later. Load setup. Right. Hungary. Race strategy. Oh, it's a wet strategy. Oh, fantastic. Because we all like the wet. Right. Where is my stream? It is not coming up. There it is. My stream is now live. Go stream up there. Oh, it's a wet race. No practice. And straight into a wet race. Oh, what a start. Oh, what? Who's just gone and absolutely twatted it at turn 1? That Hector GMZ, whatever her name is, in front of me, needs to learn how to drive in the wet. Looks like he can't drive in the wet looking from what I'm following. But yeah, he needs to learn how to drive. He's got broken front wing, so he can't actually corner very well with it. So I'll let him off that love tap there, because he's trying to get back to the pitch, I think. And the car in front looks like he can't drive as well, so it's going to end up like absolutely chaotic races. Well, it is one of my favourite tracks. Yeah, you outbrake yourself there, didn't you? And spun. Okay, that was funny. Annoying bit is because I had to got stuck behind them, means I'm now stuck trying to play catch up with the leaders. But I'm closing the gap down already to them. Oh, why doing that like? Haven't played in so long. I've not played in the wet for a long time. Favourite track, but trying to get back in and hook a lap up is actually proving quite difficult. After quite a few weeks out. 6.2 off the lead. A few little skids and slides on this particular lap. Hoping to get to the end on a one-stop though, no damage to note so far. Fastest lap, 1:30.3, just flashed up there. See if we can challenge for that in a minute. 1:31.8 is yeah, quite a long way off the pace at the minute. Purple sector 1, always a good sign. quite hook it up through the chicane. We're a little bit early on the exit. Pick up a warning for track limits. First of 3 warnings. Third time you will get a 3-second time penalty. Personal best sector 2 was fastest in sector 1. Just see what we can do in this final sector, see if we can hop a fastest lap here. Make a dent in the leaders. The leaders are pulling away, however, although we have got second place there, taking a little bit of a spin. Looks like he's heated up his rear tyres, so he's ghosted. We'll go straight through him and up in second place. 1:30.6, fastest first and third sector. Personal best in the second, didn't quite take fastest lap, so I couldn't be far off it. Second place, 6.4 from the leader. And 14 laps to go, including the current. I'm just about getting scripted with the controls here after a little bit of time away from the game lately. Obviously, advantages of league racing as well is, one, it makes you a lot cleaner, and number 2, actually makes you a damn sight quicker. Before league racing for about the last 10 to 12 months, well, I would have been going 2-3 seconds a lap slower and thinking I was still fast. There's quite a difference to what I'm able to put in for now. Over line and fastest lap, 1:30.2, closing up on the leader, taking about 6/10 out of leader on that particular lap. 5.7 as we went across the line. We'll see what we get, see if we can try and get down to around the 5-second mark on this lap. And potential for it to go to slicks at the end of the race as well. Throw a little bit of curveball. Who's going to get the timing right on the pit stop?
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Going to get the tyres ready in a moment as well for a switch on to the slicks if the time does come. Fit soft tyres.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving.
Also.
The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:30.2. There's static over the radio. Say again.
I will get it set soft tyres in a minute when I can manage to hook it up. Really bad last section for me. Right, let's get these soft tyres set. There we go. I would put a little bit on the front wing if it was going wet, but I might take a little bit off because we're going to dry conditions, or I might keep it 8 front wing downforce. Just think I might need a little bit more speed on the main straight. Try and get a weather report in a minute as well, see what the weather is up to. Weather report?
Repeat that. There's interference.
Of course there's interference. Weather report.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Inters seem like the fastest tyre for now.
I'm just hoping my speed in the dry is a lot better here than it is in the wet. Just hoping it's enough to close up that gap to first place. He's actually pulling away a little bit at the moment. I am 31 seconds clear of third place, which is quite Whoever's in 5th has decided to go in for soft tyres, which is insane at this point because it is really wet out on track still. In fact, he's only just left the pit lane. He's just emptying the pits now, and our mob's coming out the last corner. So with him struggling, I think we'll catch him on this particular lap. 8 seconds to the leader as well, so yeah, I'm a long way down the road. Lap time should start falling as well.
I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Expect to see the lap time start falling before the soft tyre comes in. It's definitely still raining, so I'm not sure why he's gone for the slick tyre this early. He's definitely struggling now. He's off the track, in fact, at the next corner. There he is, to the right hand side of the track. So we go through to actually lap
Okay, clear.
car in 5th place, who's gone to slicks way too early. See if we actually go on to slicks in this race or whether we stick to inters for the end. Just depends when the track dries up and we get a nice dry line for the race. 8 seconds, still holding the 8 second mark to the car in front. He's taken a 10th or 2 here and there, but if it does go dry, I think it will swing in my favour. This is actually a dry setup I'm using as well, not a wet setup. So I didn't realise it was wet until the last second because I wasn't paying attention. So it certainly doesn't help. Yeah, fastest sector 3 there. So it's definitely getting a little bit quicker into that part of the track. We're 8 laps into the Grand Prix. It's only 25% distance, so only doing shortish races tonight. Just going to do 2 or 3 of them for this evening. Get my eye back in. It's been a little while. As we go, personal best sector 1. Losing time in that middle sector every single lap, not getting anywhere near my personal best, so it can't be improving much. First sector personal best again. This last sector feels good, but it feels a little bit slow to me, so I don't think it's going to be matching what I've been doing. Yeah, and that's the proof. Yeah, 4.5 tenths off the fastest lap so far. 29-second gap to the car behind, so I could get in and out before he gets there, and he's also got to change tyres if it does go to a dry track. Car in front now 9 seconds, so just taking it, improving his lead a little bit. Personal best sector 1 again. Don't know how many times I can manage personal best in that sector, but it seems to be lap after lap at the minute. I'm a little bit wide there on the exit though. Nice run into the chicane though. A lot of times we've won and lost here in these S's in this sector too. Just getting the power down at the right time and the right increment of power. 10th off the fastest lap at the minute. So if I can ace this last sector, I could do it. No, don't quite look at that last corner very well, so I doubt this will be a fastest lap again. Oh, not a bad run to the line. Yeah, 10.5 off fastest lap for the time being. which is a little bit gutting almost actually, but... And what do you do? Well, you go fast on next lap, don't you? It is definitely his first section. We keep taking time out of the current race leader. Looks like it's drying up a little bit, but I still don't think it's going to go to slick tyres. And personal best in Sector 1 yet again. Let's try and absolutely nail Sector 2 it at the minute. See if we can hook it up for the fastest lap. Feels good so far. On the exit's good as well. Nearly 2/10 under my fastest so far. Just try and nail this last part of the sector, of the lap. There you go. Fastest in all three sectors, personal best, sorry. But not fastest lap at 1:30.1. Not sure what Nurental, whatever his name is, in third place, has got the fastest lap at, but I'm not quite being it yet. It must be in the 1:29s just. Although I am pulling away from him, so it must have just been his initial lap on those new intermediate tyres with the extra pace. Fourth and fifth seem to be on top of each other. Third place has pit for the soft tyre, so we'll see what the gap is when he comes out, and we'll see if he starts losing any time, if any yellow flags come up for him running off the track. As I have a slight moment in the chicane, not quite hooking it up there. So it's settled at 50 seconds. Let's see if he makes a chip into that, or whether he's going to go backwards. If he goes backwards, it is still intermediates for the time being. We'll also keep an eye on the race leader, see if he does box at any point. I don't think he's stupid enough to box at the minute, the fact that we're both lapping a damn sight quicker than everyone else. I'm nearly a minute ahead of P3 as we stand. Go across the line again. Yeah, a long way off the pace on that lap. In fact, if anything, I think it's getting wetter. Yeah, he's dropped 11 seconds to me on that one lap. So I'll be interested to see if he actually comes into the pits rather than stays out and goes back onto the intermediate tyre. Certainly the gentleman in 5th place went onto the soft earlier and has gone back on the intermediate.
I think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
But I don't think he's going to be able to keep 3rd place if he stays on that tyre, because behind him he's got 2 charging on the inters, and it is definitely into weather still at this moment in time. Just tiptoeing around the track at the minute. It's just very fine conditions in certain areas. It seems a little bit greasy almost. Well, we're lap 12, 6 laps to go on this first race of the evening. 102. So the car behind. Actually, that soft tyre runner behind us then is now holding his own. So I'm wondering if that soft tyre is slowly starting to get into the window.
Stewards have now enabled DRS.
DRS enabled as well. I think we're going to start thinking of a pit stop. yellow flag ahead, who is off the track. It is the back runner now, lapped twice in this Grand Prix. Now I'm going to keep an eye on the race leader, see if he does box for... Good thing. There we go, fastest lap on the soft tyre. Let's box this lap and get in the pits. Soft tyre runner behind us is now gaining. He's gained 2 seconds in one sector. So nice fresh soft for me and the race leader. See us to the end of the race. It's going to be a trade-off sprint to the line. Pretty much it's a fact of see who gets the who gets the fastest lap. Would be quite nice. But everyone's switching onto soft tyres now. Nice interchangeable conditions. And a front wing. Didn't know I needed a front wing, but there we go. Almost had damage on the front wing. Who knew? That's just destroyed my chances of a race victory, however. So I wasn't expecting a front wing change.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
So it's going to be a little bit slippery, I'd expect to start with, but... .2 to the car in front. Let's see who's pushing the most then, shall we? He's up to speed. 126 by the gent behind. He's half a minute behind now, so I've got a little bit of a window still. Right, we're going to have a big push on this next lap, try and go for a fastest lap. Now, I think Roberto in P1 at the minute will also be trying to do exactly the same thing. Car off around turn 7. Yeah, everyone on the soft tyres now. And going to the end of the Grand Prix. There you go, that's what we want to see. Purple fastest sector 1. Oh, third place is just DNF. Personal best sector 2. 5 seconds quicker so far with the first 2 sectors than any other lap so far. Roberto does a 1:23.6 to take the fastest lap. This really is going to be a sprint to the end. This. Who's going to take? I take fastest lap at a 1:22.7.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
So that's 9/10 quicker than anyone else has gone yet. And now eating into the lead, but it's going to be too little too late. I did say my dry pace is absolutely there, but there's only a certain amount of laps in the race, sadly. Personal best sector 1 again, just going faster and faster now. I'm trying to hook it up and get a little bit of trust that the grip's there as well. Messed up the chicane on the last lap, so we'll try and hook it up a little bit better this time. Don't hook it up any better, in fact it's worse. Certainly lost a bit of time there.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Feels a little bit quicker through the S's, however, as we go a little bit deep there. Half a second quicker again though to this point. Roberto 1:22.0, we are quicker than that currently. If we can finish this last sector off. There we go, fastest lap of 1:21.8. It's going even faster. And ghosted car in front, so we are just going to dive straight through the ghosted car as we enter into the corner. And pushing to go even faster still as the track gets quicker. Don't want to let Roberto get fastest lap right at the end of this. 200ths of a second slower in sector 1. Sector 2 is where I lost a lot of time. Much tidier through the chicane there. Question is sector 2 faster? It is the sector we lost a lot of time in on the last lap. Yeah, faster by 7/10 of a second. So 1:20.9 posted by Roberto. But I think, again, I might be going quicker. Come over the line. Yeah, fastest again. 1:20.7, 2/10 quicker again. And we're just trading fastest laps at the moment. Seven tenths quicker in sector 1, really pushing now. We want this fastest lap at the end of this Grand Prix, so that extra point. Yeah, it's only a casual race, does not take the competitor out of me though. This is an absolutely perfect lap we're on for at the minute if we can just hold it together. It feels absolutely on the limit, 9 tenths quicker to this point. First takes fastest lap of 1:19.4. Can we do anything to respond in the last sector on the last lap? We're just running a little bit wide there on the exit of the penultimate corner. Can we hook it up through the final corner, bring it over the line? All the ERS that we have left over the line. Does it take fastest lap? I don't know if it did or not. What a finale. That was just trading fastest laps with Roberto. He takes driver of the day, fair enough. But who took the fastest lap? It's got to be close. Britain 1-2 and Mexican flag being flown there in P3. Makes you wonder if it is a fan of Sergio Perez. Rightio. Oh, he nipped fastest lap there. I'm gutted for that, you know. Actually, I am gutted. Well, that was fun for a first race back. I think I'll do one more because 25% is quite long races. And it's meant to be a relaxed evening. So we'll see what the race is. As long as it isn't Monaco, I'll race any track. those of you that have raced it understand why I can't be bothered to do 25% on Monaco, although I would have a good chance of winning it. Hopefully some more drivers in this second race as well. Vote for a track: Portugal, Brazil, France or Singapore. I'm quite quick at Singapore, but I'm going to pick Portugal. And we'll see who gets the vote. They're just doing the track vote at the minute. Yeah, I'll vote for that one. Just wait for it to settle in. It always takes a couple of minutes. In the meantime, we'll just pop it into the stream links on Shadow Wolf Gaming, just in case anyone's about and fancies watching a race. It will just be the one more 25%. We're still waiting on the track to be decided at the moment. So hang on, yeah, we've got 4 votes for Portugal leading at the minute, 3 for Brazil, none for Singapore. For that, it has come up with Hungary. Ignore that. It's just what the it's the dodgy settings on Codemasters. It will go back to lobby, which is Portugal. It's just it sort of sets it up. It's weird like that. So we'll go with that. .48 seconds. It's a long countdown. I forgot how long the countdown is for getting into sessions. But yeah, it won't be Hungary before anyone asks. Anyone watching, subscribe up. We've got quite a lot of events going on as well. Been doing a bit of PGA Tour lately, Rocket League, a lot of COD lately, including tonight. I'll be doing a COD stream after this. Hoping it won't be a solo stream, just got to try and find a team for the night. But we'll see how that goes. Not sure if there's a bug in the system because it seems to be migrating host a lot. Either that or yeah, there might be a bug with this particular lobby, so I might have to go find a new lobby for race in a moment. Does happen from time to time. It is a pain in the arse, but hey ho, it is what it is. Yeah, it looks like it's a leave and get a new. Actually, saying that, it's frozen in the lobby setting again. It might have to be out of the game and back in, which is an absolute pain in the arse, but is what it is, and there's not a hell of a lot you can actually do about it, annoyingly. It's just a coding issue by Codies. Pain in the arse for Codemasters or EA, because they have co-ownership of the game now. Not sure who does all the coding behind it, but yeah, so we're just going to close the game down quickly, so it will go blank